again, YouTubers. So this is a video that is kind of out of my ordinary, but it's kind of getting to become more ordinary for me. Last month I did a fall favorite meals video, and at the same time I kind of decided that I was going to give a try the HelloFresh box. They did not contact me. I just happened to get one of those like coupon codes in the mail. I decided between that and Blue Apron. I was going back and forth between the two. The week that I decided to do it, HelloFresh just happened to have more items that were something I was interested in than the Blue Apron. I've heard good things about both of them. I have heard of a couple other companies as well. If you know of any, I'd love to hear about it. The downside of this is apparently this is not available like overseas, things like that. It's a US only. It might be Canada, not sure on that, but it's definitely US only. What you do is you sit down, you go through and you start an account and you pick a plan. You pick out 3 meals for the week, and they give you 6 options of what they have will be ready to go for that week coming up. And you pick out 3 of them that you would like. You can pick meals for 2 people or you can pick a meal for 4 people. The one I chose was a meal for 2 people, and it was $29 with the discount code I had. I think it's normally $69 or $79 for a week with 3 meals for 2 people. But I had some sort of discount code, so I got it for $29. With that said, I picked 3 meals out that sounded good to us, and I got a little bit nervous when Monday came because the box was supposed to show up on Monday, and I planned that for my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that week meals. And it showed up at like 4 o'clock, and I was like, whoo, thank goodness. So I am going to show you guys the 4 meals I chose, how it was packaged, everything like that. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. All right, so let's get started. Got my first HelloFresh box in. Never used one of these before. I have no idea what to expect, actually. I just picked this one because it seemed to have more stuff in it that sounded interesting to us. Scoot it over. Okay, so it comes in a cooler bag. We'll get back to that. All right, so you open it up. Oh, cool. So it has little boxes inside. I'm gonna take them out and we'll go through them all. Let's see, move it over so you can at least see me a little bit here. So there are 3 boxes for 3 meals, and then a divider. Holy ice block, no wonder this weighed so much. Oh gosh, there's 2 of them in here. Oh, okay, stay there. And then underneath of it is the proteins, it looks like. All right, so move this box. So we've got ground beef right here, I'm assuming. Okay, I'll tell you which ones I got first. I got panko crusted cod, okay? Comes in a box like this, and then the cod is here, and these are frozen. It is 2 fillets of cod inside of there. They are like freeze wrapped. Let's see how you open these best. It's the best way to open this. Okay, so you flip it open. I should probably put a light over here for future reference. This is, I probably should tell you the full name. It's not just panko crusted cod. There's more information to it than that. Let's see here. All right, here they are. So we've got Parmesan crusted chicken. Nope, let's go to the panko crusted first. Panko crusted cod with wasabi aioli, quinoa, and green bean tomato saute. So this is what it is going to look like, hopefully. And so inside is a lime, the green beans, the tomatoes, wasabi paste, the shallots, the little thing of mayonnaise, the panko crusting, and the quinoa. So what I will try to do every night, we'll see how this goes. Figured this was a good thing to try. That's that one. The other one is the Parmesan crusted chicken with roasted sweet potato, cranberry, and arugula salad. So here is the chicken breast. They come wrapped separately, and you can just, oh, paper cut. You can stick these in your fridge so they're ready to go. So arugula, sweet potato, it has all the stuff in here. I'll show you, here, let me move this. So it's all single packages, just like the other one was. I'm not sure which one we're gonna try tonight first. And then the last one is the tomato garlic ragu with beef, Parmesan cheese, and pepper Rolio oil. Not exactly sure what that is, but I'm excited to give all these a try, and I will take you guys along as I do. All right, so tonight, Talk to Marty, we are going to try, the first one is the Parmesan crusted chicken with roasted sweet potato, cranberry, and arugula salad. All three of them are prep times of 10 minutes and cook time of 30 minutes. It says everything tastes better with cheese involved, and chicken is no exception. In this recipe, melted Parmesan cheese forms a crispy, super simple crust. Would say it's the star of the show, but the combination of roasted sweet potatoes, peppery arugula, and tart cranberries is hard to beat. All right, so let's see here. I am gonna go through all of this. It is for 2 people, by the way, the one I got. And I'm just gonna get started and I'll take you guys along. All right, so let's open up the box first. Obviously, we already have the chicken. I believe it is 2 chicken breasts in there, it looks like. Murray's boneless, skinless chicken breast. And then we have a bag of baby arugula. We have what looks to be a small bag of Parmesan cheese, a small bag of panko crumbs, breadcrumbs, medium pecan pieces, a sweet potato, a lemon, 2 shallots, 2 tiny little shallots, a thing of sour cream, chicken reduced sodium. I'm assuming this is like a bouillon, and dried cranberries. So that is what is in our box. They said we need a baking sheet or that type of pan, a small bowl, a medium pan, which I'm using my cast iron skillet for, and a large bowl. All right, so first things first is they say not to bother to peel the sweet potato, but to chop it into little chunks. Put them in the pan here. All right, just a touch of olive oil. Ooh, mine has some seasonings in it, just as the one I have. And we all know anytime something calls for salt and pepper, I use my McCormick steak seasoning. All right, sticking these in the oven. The oven needs to be cleaned desperately. All right, next thing it says is to take the panko breadcrumbs. Definitely need scissors. Whoa, didn't mean to put plastic in there though. Panko breadcrumbs with the Parmesan cheese. We'll put that over here this time. With the Parmesan cheese, and it says with a little bit drizzle of olive oil. I'm just using that same one from Wegmans. All right, I just pulled out a plate for the clean surface. It says this is an easy open package. Let's see how easy it is. Again, season all over with salt and pepper. I tend to use the McCormick's steak seasoning. Just how I do it. Okay, it says this is an easy tear, but glad I have my scissors handy. We're gonna put, it says a thin layer of sour, it says to spread the sour cream on top. All right, rinsing my hands off. And then it says press the panko mixture into the sour cream. And then it says press the panko mixture in the sour cream to adhere, add the baking sheet with potatoes, and bake until crust turns golden brown and is no longer pink in the middle, about 20 minutes. Maybe this should have been a bigger pan. I didn't realize this at the time. I'm kind of realizing why they said to use a baking sheet instead of this type of pan, FYI. I'm gonna take the chicken and put the pieces in the pan. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the oven to cook for 20 minutes and start prepping the other stuff. It says while that is cooking and the pan is starting to heat up, you're gonna half peel and dice the shallot and half the lemon. Half the lemon, it says. If I'm juicing the lemon, which I'm assuming I am, I always use this. I got this thing on Amazon. I don't really know what it's called. Okay. It says over medium-high heat, 1 tablespoon of butter. I don't have a tablespoon, so I'm just using it. And then it says add the shallots and toss until softened, 2 to 3 minutes. right, so the shallots are nice and soft. It says pour in a half a cup of water. And to add in the chicken stock, that was the word I was looking for earlier, stock. Don't know why I couldn't think of that. All right, mix that in. It says let it simmer for 3 to 4 minutes until it thickens. All right, now it says to squeeze in a half a lemon. Now it says to take the pan off of the heat. Okay. All right, now on to make the salad while that continues to cook. It says to toss the arugula, cranberries, pecans, to put the sweet potatoes on here, which they're not quite done cooking yet. I'm gonna need those. Oh, nope, thought I needed those scissors again. Okay, pecans, cranberries, and then you're gonna squeeze the other half of the lemon. I'm not gonna do that right yet because it's not ready. The other half of the lemon over this with a little bit of olive oil and then some salt and pepper, and then you're gonna serve it all together. So I'll show you when it's done. The other thing that I forgot too is after you were done, when you serve, you drizzle the chicken with the pan sauce that we made in the skillet. So we'll see how this goes. All right, so this is what it is supposed to look like. This is how it comes. It comes with a little thing with a picture of what it looks like, and then a description, all of the items that are on it, and then the directions of how to actually cook it and what comes with it for 2 people or 4. And then what the tools you'll need and what is not included. Another quick thought that's really good too, by the way, is that if you really like it, you still have the recipe back here that you could make it on your own if you have another night. Tells you exactly how much you need of everything. So that's pretty cool. All right, so the sweet potatoes are cooked. The chicken is nice and browned up. I'm gonna let the potatoes sit for a second, toss them in, and let the chicken sit for about 2 minutes before I serve everything. All right, so I'm gonna toss the salad. Just take a little drizzle of olive oil, and then squeeze the lemon in. And then mix it around. Tossed in the sweet potatoes, and they're ready to go on the plate with the chicken. So first thing I want to start with today is to tell you that the Parmesan crusted chicken with the sweet potato, arugula, cranberry, pecan salad was amazing. Those onions on top really made the whole thing. It was absolutely amazing. So now I'm going to get started on tonight's recipe. So tonight's dinner is tomato garlic ragu with beef, Parmesan cheese, and some sort of oil that I can't say the name of. Box is right here. It came with a pound of ground beef. I'm going to open this up and take a look, and I'll tell you what's in here. The things I needed were olive oil and salt and pepper, which we all know I use that. So I've got spaghetti, I have a zucchini, an onion, crushed Italian tomatoes. What is this? Italian seasoning, soy sauce, the oil that I can't say the name of, Parmesan cheese, and garlic. All right, jumping right into it, the first thing they told me to do was to start a pot of salted boiling water. So we're doing that, and now I'm going to quarter the zucchini, half and peel and dice the onion, and mince the garlic. So we're going to move over here. Getting started, I'm going to chop this up. Next thing is we're gonna cook the ground beef. All right, let's turn that burner on. I'm gonna put it on medium high, a little bit of olive oil on the pan. This package was not easy to open. It's still not easy to get it all out. All right, the hamburger meat in here, and my hands. I'm gonna move that oil around a little bit, just to get it coating the bottom of that. And start chopping up the meat and browning it. Okay, it says cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. It needs to have some pink on it. It says salt and pepper. Let's do a little bit of that. And then I'm gonna add the veggies. Ooh, there went some meat. Add the veggies to this. It says to cook this for 3 to 4 minutes this way. Oh no, it says 5 minutes, my bad. 5 minutes this way until the vegetables are softened. All right, gonna throw the spaghetti in. The pot is boiling. Oh gosh, this needs to be cut too. All right, so slide the spaghetti out. I tend to break mine in half. Next up, this should be where you are adding the garlic, but I'm not. And now I'm going to add the Italian seasoning package and the package of soy sauce. They say that the soy sauce is the key to this. We'll find out. It's the key to making it taste like it's been cooking all day, they say in the recipe. There we go. Mix all this up. It says for 30 seconds, let this cook in and go to the next step. Right, so 30 seconds in, give or take, it says add a half a cup of water. And the can of Italian crushed tomatoes. Okay, note to self, better to open this differently than how I did it. All right, start mixing this in. Just let it simmer for 5 minutes. Perfect timing, we have 5 minutes left on the timer. All right, so 5 minutes and then we'll be on to the next step. All right, so then once that is done, it simply says to sprinkle on the shredded cheese and as much of the oil, the pepper oil, as you would like. Just as another note, when I'm doing this, I keep the box and this is where I put all the trash. It's easy, it's quick, I just throw it in there and then I throw the box away and it's perfect for that. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like and we're gonna eat dinner. tomato basil ragu. This is what the recipe card looked like and what the recipe was supposed to look like. Mine looked a little bit saucier. All right, so last night's dinner was the garlic ragu with zucchini and beef, and it was so good. The Parmesan crusted chicken was still my favorite one, but I really enjoyed that one. And tonight we are going in with the cod, so let's get started. So let's get started on tonight's dinner, which is panko crusted cod. Cod is right here. All the ingredients are in here. Let's see what is in this one. It's sometimes hard to get these open. All right, we've got a lime, green beans, panko breadcrumbs, mayonnaise, 2 baby shallots. I'm gonna keep those in here because they're having the outside come off. White quinoa, wasabi, and tomatoes. So let's jump in and see what it says. Preheat oven and cook quinoa. Preheat oven to 350. In a small pot, bring 1 cup of salted water to a boil. Zest and half a lime and cut half into wedges, half and peel, and finally chop the shallot. Half the tomatoes and trim the green beans. Add the quinoa to boiling water, cover and reduce, low simmer until tender, about 15 minutes. All right, let's get moving. All right, first thing is bringing the pot of water up to a boil and opening up the white quinoa, which can't even shake it down, goodness. That was salted water. I'm gonna put that in here, mix it up. All right, we put the quinoa in there, and now we are going to cover it and reduce it to a low simmer, and the water is absorbed for 15 to 20 minutes. Let's set that time. All right, we're gonna put a lid on this and let it simmer for that 15 minutes. All right, while we're working on this, it says the first thing to do is to zest the lime. That's pretty much the lime zested. All right, I just take my finger and kind of run it over it to get any excess off. I did this into a small bowl because this is what we're gonna be using for the wasabi paste. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're going to trim the green beans. It says to half and then slice the lime. So I'm gonna half that and put it over there, and then I'm gonna slice it. All right, so that's there. Then it says to go through and half the tomatoes. Right, slice up and chop up the shallot, which I saved for last because it makes the most mess. That over. So we're going to start this with the mayonnaise. Got some onion over there. Whoa! How much lemon zest? It says a half of teaspoon. We'll just leave it all in. And a squeeze of lime and the wasabi. So let me get a knife for this. That, and then a squeeze of lime. All right, we'll use this then. Squeeze of lime. I'm not sure how much. Woo! Okay, that just squirted back all over me. All right, squeeze of lime. There we go that time. Had to rinse that off. I'm covered in it. Then we have to mix in the wasabi. So I'm going to cut off. Let's see here, and then salt and pepper. My typical. Okay, and then I don't know what I should use to mix it with. So that is what the sauce is gonna look like. Then I'm gonna toast the panko next. All right, it says 1 tablespoon of butter. I am batted. Ooh, we all know, put that in there. It says melt that. I'm gonna just toss it in the oven real quick. All right, the butter is melted. Now we're gonna take the panko breadcrumbs, put these in there. cut off that top, put them in here, shake it around a little bit so it sticks to some of that butter. Plus makes a thin layer. All right, put them back in the oven to toast for 2 to 3 minutes. All right, I just checked the quinoa and the water is absorbed, so that's good to go. I'm gonna turn the flame off on that. And we have 2 minutes left for the breadcrumbs. All right, the breadcrumbs are lightly toasted. It says to season the cod on all sides, so. All right, here we go. My trusty all flavor seasoning. Come on. Thing is to spread the top of each fillet with 1 tablespoon of this. We're gonna wing that and just kind of guesstimate, because we all know I don't do exacts and I don't do very well with measurements, so this is kind of how it goes for me. So just make sure it's got a good coating on it, that's all. Not too much, not too little, just a nice little coating. I forgot the fact that you were supposed to salt and pepper the panko crust. All right, so the salt and pepper into the breadcrumbs and toss it around. Oh, they're still warm. Now I'm going to put this on top of the fish, similar to the chicken the other day. Okay. Same thing on this one. Just kind of coat it all over. I pat it down. Good to go. All right, we're gonna stick this in the oven for about 10 minutes, it says. Veggies. First things first, start the pan, and it says 1 tablespoon of butter. Again, we know I just kind of wing that, give or take a little bit. All right. Put it over medium heat, it says. I'm gonna turn this around. You gotta move this around a little bit to warm it up. Add the shallots and green beans. Here's the shallots going in. Okay, move those around. Toss in the green beans. All right. I think I need to turn that up just a little bit. It says move this around for about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, now we add in a splash of water. Let the green beans steam for 1 to 2 minutes. Now you toss in the halved tomatoes and let them simmer for 1 to 2 minutes, and just be really careful moving those around. You don't want to like throw those around too much. So you let those cook in there for another 1 to 2 minutes, then add salt and pepper. All right, now mix in the salt and pepper, which use that, same seasoning. All right, so green beans and tomatoes. Pull the cod out and then we'll plate it. All right, that's the cod out of the oven, and now we're just gonna. So this is what this recipe was supposed to look like, and this is what the instructions are. Again, the main ingredients are listed. So that was the last recipe, and it was good. The quinoa was just okay. The green beans were great. The cod was good. Marty was a little hesitant about it. Scotch is going crazy. Wasn't as it wasn't our favorite thing of the group, I would say it that way, but I definitely really, really liked it. That actually would be really awesome on scallops that way, I was thinking. I'm more of a scallop person than a cod person, but it was really good and we did enjoy it. So definitely enjoyed these 3 boxes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some interesting information about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Would you like to see one maybe on Blue Apron too? Maybe I'll do that one next. I am doing as well 1 more week of HelloFresh. I signed up for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get those coming up soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions. Maybe I can answer something since it was my first box and I didn't know what to expect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching as always and have a great day. Bye.